What's up, guys? Shane here again. Want to bring you a little deck breakdown here of a deck I was playing before this patch, but it was one of my favorite inventions. Quite a fun deck. Really weird style, but hits funny, hits a lot of different themes. Really just overall really fun deck using Hecarim and Gangplank and monkeys and sharks. So we're using Shark Chariot, we're using Powder Monkeys, we're using Monkey Business, we're using all the monkeys. It honestly is such a funny, hilarious deck. Sometimes it hits off, goes really well. Sometimes it stutters, but you know I worked on a lot, edited a lot, and it actually is at a decently consistent point now where it is a super fun deck. So I just want to do a little breakdown, and then I'll roll a game or two, see how it goes, see how long the games take, how much time I have here for this video. But yeah, if you guys have questions, the deck code will be in the comments and in the description as well. As always, if you guys could like, subscribe, and comment if you can. Anything helps. All the support helps. That's a free way to help out your favorite content creators. So that'd be really appreciated. So let's jump on over in. So here we have monkeying around here. We got two warning shots, three butchers, three cutthroats, three glimpses, three monkey business, three shark chariot, two soul shepherd or three soul shepherds, three doom beast, three monkey idols, gangplank, grasp, neverglade collector, hecarim, rekindler, and harrowing. So essentially, we're just keeping an early curve, trying to level gangplank if we can, because obviously monkeys are going to be doing damage every turn, so it's a good way to level gangplank. Add two warning shots just so you can trigger the extra plunder effect of monkey business and maybe hit a gangplank in between turn to make sure he's trying to level on curve. You're attacking with sharks and monkeys. You're playing Soul Shepherd, so all your monkeys are bigger and your sharks are bigger. You got a solid 1 and 2 drop. Doom Beast obviously is just a clutch card. Come down here, we have the finishing touches. It's just Gangplank with Overwhelm, Hecarim with Overwhelm, Grasp just for some of those annoying matches with discard aggro, so you can try to remove Draven, Jinx, or even MF in like a Scouts deck. Neverglade Collector, because obviously you have a lot of things dying. You got Rekindlers, because reviving either one of these champs is crazy. And the cool thing, Rekindler revives the strongest champ, so they're both 5/5s. So it'll revive Hecarim first, but if you did level up Gangplank on curve and you had him out there, Rekindler will then level up Gangplank instead. So it actually works really well, where you normally want Hecarim anyway, but if you did level up Gangplank, Rekindler will target that. And then obviously two Harrowing just to finish it out. So there's a few different cards that you can play around with and try to add in. Plenty other options in the deck as well. You could run Stalking Shadows. That card is obviously amazing. The problem with it in this deck is there's not a ton of good targets. Like Shark Chariot's really good and Doom Beast is really good, but it's kind of dead on Monkey Idol. Kind of dead on like the one drops. Like not dead, but just not super strong on the one drops. It's good on Rekindler, but like I said, I mean it really just doesn't work with Monkey Idol. Don't really want it with Cutthroat. And your overall unit count 28 is pretty high, so there's plenty of options there. It's just kind of one of those cards. It's like it will hit Monkey Idol every once in a while. It won't feel good. It could hit Cutthroat. Won't feel good, etc. But it's still a card that I've dabbled with. It also doesn't really work with this super well. So I'm just going three glimpse to get around some draining, healing, and things like that. You can put Riptide Rex in. That recently got nerfed. Make It Rain could go back in. Also recently nerfed, so they can come out for now. And it's just kind of, we have a bunch of different options here that you could really run if you want to. Zap's always decent to pull some of your early stuff. You could run a Vengeance if you're worried about late game stuff. You could run a Ruination if you want to just try to get like a swing back to get your board back. Bunch of different options there. But let's run a game with this here. I'm going to go into normals. I'm currently doing alright in ranked. Don't want to tank the rank if not. So yeah, we got to have the Bilgewater. You got to have the Shark Chariot. You got to have Shadow Isles. I mean, come on. Pretty simple. You got to have Gangplank if you're running Gangplank. That looks good, right? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, let's roll a game in. Yeah, it's quite a fun deck. Sometimes it just pops off, and your early turns are just absolutely insane. You just have crazy sharks and monkeys running around. It's such a hilarious deck, but figured I'd share it. So we got Frostbite Kench. Alright, so definitely want Monkey Idol. It's a great starting card to have in your hand. We're going against Frostbite Kench, so Kench can eat that, which is pretty annoying, but we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty terrible hand overall. Got better. Shark Chariot's pretty good too, but we'll go Soul Shepherd to start. Missed his 2-drops. He's going to have plenty of mana coming up. So yeah, we'll go Monkey Idol here. So we drew pretty well here. Yeah, we don't want to block, obviously. We drew pretty well in having Soul Shepherd, and we had the Monkey Idol to keep, so that's pretty solid. Turn 4, we don't really run any 4-drops, but 2 Shark Chariots is pretty clutch. So we'll go with that. On 5, we're not going to have a whole lot. We'll probably Grasp or do something else. Maybe another Monkey Idol or something along those lines. But then we're finishing up with a 6-7 combo. That's good if Hecarim does get killed, which he very well might get eaten or something, which won't kill him. That's a pretty big attack on turn 4. Soul Shepherd buffing all these sharks and monkeys. And they're, biggest thing is this is just super annoying for him to block, right? He doesn't really want to waste blockers, but you kind of have to when it's 12 damage coming your way with the last breath here. Alright, so he wants to save full health on that thing, so he's still going to take 8 damage, which isn't bad. Alright, so we're moving on to the next turn here. So he's going to acquire taste my Monkey Idol for free, which does hurt. Harrowing is pretty good. Alright, he's going to go for the Soul Shepherd. I think I'll kill around this for now. Get my 2 cards. I don't really have another play that's that great. Grasp could work. I'm going to make another Monkey on my turn and probably play Hecarim, which he might freeze, but as long as I have a Ephemeral unit to attack, it's most likely worth it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Gangplank's at 2 out of 5. We don't need the warning shot because we already have Monkey doing the damage to level up Gangplank.
I will unite the Freljord. Swiftly now.
Let's take this outside.
So just block the 5 damage. We'll keep our 1. Why not? Alright, so he's going to have 6 mana. We have that and 2 sharks coming out. We can play Hecarim. He will strike that, which is moderately annoying. He only has 6 mana, though, which isn't a lot of mana. We could actually play a Soul Shepherd here. He would then most likely strike it. My back end is not that good, so we'll go with Hecarim. Even though he's most likely just going to freeze and eat with Kench. Yeah.
The time is right. Strike now.
Yeah. So he's gone.
I've got meat bigger than you.
Closer, friend.
So he's willing to take some damage on Kench.
Show them the way.
Alright, so we at least have a chump blocker here. If he eats, I can still play a card.
Let us peruse this.
He does need to be careful eating anything else now that he's at 2 health. Yeah, so we just chump Ashe here. Yeah, I think we just chump Ashe here. We do have a Grasp if we could want to go for the Ashe kill as well. But I'm not finding that super worth it at the moment. So obviously Rekindler doesn't work because Hecarim is not dead. He's just inside of Tahm Kench. We'll see what he plays. Yeah, giving a damage ally that is pretty annoying. So it's going to put him on 4. I think we might actually grasp Ashe here. So he needs another Troll Chant here to use 1. So I think so my plan is to grasp Ashe here, play Soul Shepherd on my turn, just harrowing and have a big board. Alright, he's running Elixir of Iron too. That's a little insane to me, but it works. Normally people are cutting that just if they have, you know, Troll Chant on top of it. Especially because he's probably running Brittle Steel is on top of that, so that's a lot of cheap spells. So yeah, we should just harrowing here and see if it's enough. We can do it before that goes off. So before he can eat my Soul Shepherd, we can do this, so we can get some sharks and such. Obviously, he has some freezing ability. Yeah, I need to do enough here to cause him to not want to cause him to have to chump block with a lot of things here.
The time is right.
Yeah, so freezing a shark right now doesn't really do anything at all. Right, this is just useless because I'm going to attack and have more sharks coming anyway. So I have extra sharks in the dead pile. But he's definitely getting around the Hecarim coming back with, you know, obviously this and Rekindler. It's definitely hurting. Tahm Kench is doing Tahm Kench-like things. Yeah, but I mean, we have 2 Soul Shepherds now, so we can send these, and then 2 Sharks will join this group here. And I don't know if you can come back from that. I mean, they're both now 5/3.
No backing down.
He's going to need a decent amount of freeze. He's going to need 2 freezing spells. 2 Brittle Steels here. Nah, he's got nothing. Yeah, so I mean, freezing that Shark didn't really make any sense just because I had 2 more Sharks coming out. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, Soul Shepherd with Sharks and Monkeys can pop off and kind of go insane at times. You have a lot of damage going through just with how thick they can actually get. And that harrowing is pretty random. I mean, it was 4 Sharks and a Soul Shepherd, but that really works when you're buffing out all of your other Sharks with an extra Soul Shepherd. So even the worst case scenario, you're still getting that. We can run one more for this video, and then we'll call it there. See how it goes. So yeah, it's definitely a fun, super fun deck. This is a really bad matchup. They normally can just Calling Strike my Monkey Idol, which is pretty bad. But we'll see how it goes. So we keep Cutthroat here. Warning Shot, you don't really need to keep unless you have Monkey Business and Opening Hand. Which we don't, so we don't need to keep Warning Shot. It's not that important, but we got it back anyway.
Lucky you. I'm the last thing you'll see.
So unless we draw Monkey Business, we'll probably just play Soul Shepherd. See, now it's interesting. I might attack here, see if I can get the Jagged Butcher proc. See if he wants to use a freeze. He doesn't. So yeah, we'll play Jagged Butcher at 3. Soul Shepherd's not doing a whole lot, just with what our hand looks like at the moment.
I need just a moment.
There's plenty of killing there.
But yeah, Ash Sedge can definitely be a bad matchup. Calling Strike eats up Monkey Idol. Obviously, we're trying to do damage, so freezing always hurts because we are an actual damaging deck with just units.
A chill in the air.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Probably just glimpse my own unit here to get some value going. See what I draw. I mean, I could have played Soul Shepherd, but again, Soul Shepherd's not doing a whole lot. I just want to get it out before I start doing Harrowing and Hecarim nonsense. But right now, it doesn't do much. Here, we'll Warning Shot in case we see a Gangplank. Just to get that leveled proc going. We have enough where if when you have 2 elusive units, you already have the procs that we would need anyway if we really hit Gangplank. So we should be able to get a damage through this turn pretty confidently, unless he really wants to use a lot of frost. So Shark Chariot's always solid. I know a lot of people hate on this card, but I'm a huge fan, especially if you can trigger it each turn. Problem is going to be triggering it on my turn 6. If I play Hecarim, should be able to trigger it. But we'll see. I mean, he could definitely kill Hecarim with a freeze and a calling strike. So I might expect a chump block from one of these two here. But he is going to eat my Soul Shepherd next turn, and my turn 5 is looking really grim right now. Yeah, so we got the chump block from 1. Kind of expect it. These cutthroats have done their job. They've poked through plenty of damage here. See, now I wish I kind of had that warning shot, so maybe that's a misplay. It really just depends on how I'm going to draw things out, though. Might actually even just play Monkey Business to get the other damage proc here, and then hopefully the Hecarim gets the actual Ephemeral unit attacking. But Monkey Business just to get 1 blocker could be worth here. Alright, well now it's not if he's attacking, which is fine. Yeah, I think we're done with these. They did their job, so we'll just put out the blocks if he really wants to freeze the 1-cost units. That's fine. I'd rather him freeze those than my good units. Problem is I just don't have a 5-drop at the moment. So obviously you're wishing to have Gangplank, you're wishing to have Grasp like the other turn, to have something to do or anything. Alright, so he freezes that. Which again, it's fine. I mean, I'd rather him freeze that than Hecarim later, so we're okay with that overall. Soul Shepherd would have been nice in that last turn. So the good thing is if we do get a damage through, we can still Monkey Business now, which will give us a monkey on defense as well as an extra damage ping here. So the card does have value even late, especially just as a spell. So he didn't play anything, so I'm guessing he wants to Harsh Winds and do a lot of freezing stuff, which is fine. I mean, this is a big attack. Soul Shepherd's really getting tons of value right now. It's a lot of extra damage coming through. And again, we don't want to play Monkey Business. We want the Plunder effect because the monkey next turn is super important for both leveling Gangplank and on top of that, just having a 3-2 free blocker. So we're expecting freezing shenanigans, obviously. Just want to get a couple damage through here. Then we can, again, just repeat this next turn with another Hecarim, or even just a Harrowing at that point. But we'll see how it goes. Probably just another Hecarim. We want to make the Harrowing really debilitating. Alright, so we're not getting any damage through because he's deciding to block along those lines. So we're just trading a unit, and we're keeping my Hecarim alive. And we're getting more and more frost out of his hand. So, yeah, it's not like my least favorite thing at the moment. That's, you know, want to get some damage through so we can play Monkey Business, but we can't, so. Again, we always have the option to just play this as a 2-cost card without the Plunder effect, just to chump block something. We're expecting the Trifarian here to pull out Hecarim and kill Hecarim. So we're going to play a Monkey Business here, I think. It is a tough call here because he's going to pull that out. I don't want to take 9 damage. I also don't know if I 100% want to block with Soul Shepherd, and I would like to play Hecarim on the back end of this turn so then I can just open attack with Hecarim. Definitely a tough call. I think we'll go with Monkey Business here. Yeah, that is a tough call. Yeah, we'll go with another Soul Shepherd for now. We could have a Sejuani turn here as well, where he's just freezing Hecarim for free. So he's going to freeze Hecarim for free regardless with that. So let's make a monkey, who will be a 4, so we at least can threaten Ashe if she does attack. It's going to be a level dash, which will be pretty annoying. Yeah, so he doesn't want to attack with Ashe because he knows the monkey now can threaten, so that's why we played that. So he could go all the way as far as just trading for free into the Hecarim, which he might want to do. Don't know what his hand looks like on that side. Alright, so I mean, he's definitely scared of the monkey, at least for time being. Not attacking with the Yeti is interesting because it's a trade anyway, but yeah, I mean, we'll just do that. That's fine. We'll play another Soul Shepherd, which is a absolutely hilarious board at the moment. So yeah, we're going to play Hecarim. We won't Harrowing here. We do have Gangplank almost leveled as well, which is nice. So unless he freezes and Calling Strikes, we're at least attacking with Hecarim, which will be decent. Shark and 2 of his followers. Hecarim will level. Even if he freezes Hecarim now, we still attack. We'll have 3 Ephemeral units following, so he will level. So that refreshes his hand really nice, which is rough. But yeah, we definitely attack anyway. Puts Hecarim up to 6 health, which is really solid, because now he has 5 attack blockers. And these things are pretty beefy. Pretty beefy. So he does need a... He's going to have to chump block a lot, or, you know, he obviously has 6 mana, so he can just Harsh Winds again. But he still might need to chump block a little bit, which is what we're trying to do. Make him chump block so we can be the aggressor. So we have another Harsh Winds. That's honestly fine at this point because we just want to kill units. And then we're just setting up a big Harrowing turn later once we have Hecarim. Eventually this Hecarim most likely will die. Harrowing will bring back this Hecarim as well as the first Hecarim that died. They'll both be ephemeral, so they'll both buff each other at the same time. So there'll be like 12 attack units. We just need to get his mid-range stuff out of the way for right now. Alright, so he is just blocking, not showing Harsh Winds. Maybe he doesn't have it. We already dropped 1. Maybe he has Brittle Steels or something, but the Soul Shepherds are just absolutely buffing my board like maniacs at the moment. That was the last damage we needed to level Gangplank as well, so we will have Gangplank coming out leveled. Second Gangplank is very solid, so we have all the finishing power that we want. We have it. So we'll play this. His big removal again is Reckoning with having a 5 cost unit and a 5 attack unit on his board. Right now he doesn't. We don't really care about the keg. We just don't want to pass though, because if he passes, we're losing a little bit of value. And surrenders, yeah. So we had a good finishing power right there between leveled Gangplank and leveled Hecarim. 3 Soul Shepherds, it's just absolute insanity. Yeah, they were making each thing massive, plus a leveled Hex. So you can see that at times, you know, this might not be the most competitively viable deck, but at times it can just pop off and go insane. So super fun deck. Again, Soul Shepherd, amazing card. I love it. Shark Chariot. I can't wait for more ephemeral units on top of it, but here's what it's looking like, guys. I'll share it around, call it monkeying around, but it's monkeys and Shark Chariots, and it's just an absolute blast. As always, guys, we'll be recording another podcast this week. We record them weekly. They drop on SoundCloud, on YouTube here, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play Music, everywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can find it there. We do those every week. We've had really amazing guests. We've had Swim, we've had Jeff Hoagland, we've had Riot Umbridge, we've had Sean Main, Mel Lee, the narrative lead. We've had so many awesome guests, so you guys can check out the show there. It's hosted by me, my 2 friends, Mikey and Josh, as well. So check that show out, and as always, just like, subscribe, comment. Any support like that is super appreciated. Free way for you guys to show support to us, so we can keep, you know, making content, you know, and then more people can watch the videos and more people can share some monkeys and sharks. All right, until next time, guys. Peace.